65 million years ago, the Earth suffered an extinction blow. An asteroid about 10 kilometers in diameter at speeds in excess of 70,000 kilometers per hour crashed into today's Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. At that moment, the Earth seemed to enter purgatory. The energy released at the moment of impact is equivalent to tens of billions of tons of TNT explosives, far more than in human history, the sum of the explosive energy of all nuclear weapons. The impact melted parts of the Earth's surface, rock gasification a lot. Fiery lava and hot debris are thrown high into the sky, forming a living rain that obscures the sky. And not only that, the impact also set off a global fire. As these hot fragments fall back to the ground, it set fire to forests around the world. The whole Earth was instantly on fire. And after the flames dissipated, and here's what's even scarier, months and years of darkness and cold. A thick cloud of dust blanketed the global sky. Sunlight cannot penetrate. Sudden drop in atmospheric temperature. Plants are unable to photosynthesize. And a lot of deaths. The food chain collapses completely. Eventually, about 80% of Earth's species became extinct. The dinosaurs that ruled the Earth for 160 million years on the road to destruction. So imagine this. If such an impact happened again today, what will happen to the Earth? Can we humans still escape the judgment of fate? When an asteroid with a diameter of 10 kilometers hit the Earth again, if it hits a densely populated area, will be the starting point of disaster. Hundreds of kilometers around the installation point will be instantly flattened to the ground. Beneficiaries can die in seconds. At the same time, the shock wave from the explosion can travel thousands of kilometers, shatter buildings, and cause devastating damage to life. In a violent impact, it can also cause earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Underground activity will become extremely intense. If the impact point is close to the sea, foreign, then a 100-meter-high tsunami will sweep through coastal cities, spread hundreds of kilometers inland, sweeping through all life. And after the impact, the high temperature generated by the collision, rocks and dust will wash into the stratosphere, shade the sun for a short time, global entry in winter. Because sunlight cannot penetrate clouds, the temperature plummeted. No sunlight. Plants begin to die en masse. At the same time, sulfides in the atmosphere, water vapor mixes into acid rain, destroying land and freshwater resources. Fire, cold, acid rain, and poison slurry form an ecological intensive storm. It would be devastating for humanity. Even if some people manage to get away with the initial impact, it is also likely that in the coming months or years, die of starvation, disease, or exhaustion of resources. Very few humans. Maybe you can hide in an underground shelter and survive, and is known for sustaining human populations underground. The capacity of the underground shelters is extremely limited. Most ordinary people have little access to. Only the human elite can take refuge underground. This means that humans who can truly survive, it may be less than 1% of the global population. However, in the face of a doomsday impact of this scale, humans are not helpless in the future. If you can advance before impact, the discovery of this asteroid took years or even decades, then we have an opportunity to respond. One of the most promising approaches is deflecting the orbit of the asteroid. In 2022, NASA has launched a satellite called DART detector, and at a speed of about 23,000 kilometers per hour, hit an asteroid, effectively altering the orbit of the asteroid. This is the first attempt in human history, active intervention in celestial orbit. This heralds a new era of planetary defense. Although DART experiments face only tiny asteroids, but he proved a crucial fact. Humans are now capable stop asteroid impact. But now to deflect an asteroid 10 kilometers in diameter can't trip yet. But I believe that with the continuous progress of human technology, we'll be fully capable of preventing.